So
Yep.
got your personal credit in place now. So now what's the next step?
So now that the personal credit is in place, now it's time to actually structure your business. Your business, the business credit profile.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
that's going to be important. Now the thing is, the business name. That's the first thing you want to think about. All right. So like for instance, I do credit repair. I can't go to the banks and tell them, yeah, this is JARON credit repair. So you don't. That's very important right there, because that's where people make a mistake. I was talking to a guy the other day.
Right?
Huh?
The name of the business, right?
The name of the business, yeah.
Right.
Even if, that's going to be the number one thing. So before you even go get your LLC, before you even try to think about doing your business credit, I always say look up your business name first. Make sure nobody else has that same name too, right? You don't want to have something that's really close to somebody else, and then you tell them about your business, and then they type in the wrong thing, and you send business to them, right? So make sure that your business name is not going to look suspect. It's not going to be high risk. Like if you do trucking, trucking is considered high risk. Real estate is high risk. You want to use something that's going to be kind of like generic. It can be your first name, last name, enterprises. It can be, like my 6-figure funding. It can be it can be anything. So once you do that, the next biggest, most important thing is going to be knowing what your NAICS code is going to be. Now, there's a website you can actually go to determine, whether your business is high risk if you're not sure. All right. What's going to happen is if you go into the banks after you get your EIN number, right? They're going to ask you, what do you do? If you tell them, yeah, I do this, I'm doing real estate, blah, 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 whatever the case may be, they're going to put in a specific code, and it's going to say, okay, cool. So then when you look at your actual, your business credit report, that code is going to be on there, and that's going to automatically hinder you right then and there.
Yeah.
So I always say, think about that right there first. Then once you got that, you got your your NAICS code, now it's time to make sure that you actually structure your business before you actually go and actually, apply, right?
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that you got a legit business address, all right? You want to go to, I always say go to iPostal. You got iPostal, you got Opus, you got Regis. But Regis and Regis and, was it Opus? Yeah. They're a little bit more expensive, but the most important thing when you're looking for these business addresses is that these business addresses are actually attached to an actual brick and mortar, all right? People here make the mistake, not only besides them just getting something that's attached to like a Staples or a UPS or something like that, right? They might use their home address. Like that's something that you don't want to do. For one, you don't want people knowing where you live at anyway. People can be crazy, you know what I'm saying? So
like that ex.
yes, exactly.
That's a good point.
Exactly.